Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Symposium podcast,
Hey guys.
the show where we talk about mental health and other random things. It is hosted by my man over here on the other side of the table, E. Wright, and myself, Rose Gold. In today's episode, my God, we got a lot of topics. A lot of topics. For news, we're touching on Twitter and we're touching on Lyft, Kyrie Irving, voting for the government in Minnesota, the governor, Black Panther 2 release, and daylight savings. For topics, we're talking about black people in hockey, accepting truths of oneself, and last but not least, letting situations change you. We do hope that y'all enjoy the episode. E, anything you want to say to the people?
Oh man, this was a great one. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like you said, tune in. There were Gigi is here, as you know. She was going crazy today. Lots of energy today in this episode, so tune in, man. Tune in, y'all.
Yep. That being said, enjoy the show.
This is the Symposium podcast with E. Wright and Romero.
Hello, everyone, and all right. Welcome back to the Symposium podcast. On the other side of the table, let the people know who you are, sir.
What up, people? E. Wright here, back with another episode of the Symposium podcast. Kick it back to my man.
You know what it is, bust down everything, setting the rules forward, man. We back from this bitch. Gigi is also in the building, and no!
Gigi, all right.
Oh! All right, we back. For the audio listeners, as Gigi was being introduced.
We're gonna have to clean that up.
As Gigi was being introduced, she knocked over the camera.
She slid right into everything.
She's having a good time. She's in good spirits. So yeah. What a start.
It was funny.
Before we get into anything, to you, sir,
Yeah.
to the people, welcome to the party.
Damn, dude.
All right, so how you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I feel real good, man.
Yeah.
Got some rest. I like you. But yeah, man, I'm good. I'm in good spirits. I've done nothing today.
God, must be nice.
Nothing important today that I had to do, and it's been nice. So needed one of those days. But yeah, man, I'm chilling, man, cooling. How you doing?
I'm tired, brother.
Yeah.
I'm tired. Late night last night. Wasn't even partying, just tending to family. Been a busy day. Running errands and stuff. Almost died. Nodded off. Not gonna lie.
Yes. Scary, man.
It's scary as fuck, bro.
It's scary.
But made it here. Other than that, I'm fine. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah. No complaints. None at all. It's good to be here.
Yeah.
Glad we got a chance to do this.
Yeah, so for sure.
That being said, should we get into some news?
Yeah.
I'm very interested to hear what you have to say about these two particular topics. Like, what's going on?
Oh man, it's a lot going on. So I guess this week or last week, Elon officially took over Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was a lot, I was just scrolling, there was a lot of back and forth. And it looks like he wants to charge verified users like a monthly.
Yeah, $8.
$8 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like a monthly subscription fee or something. And there was like a lot of, back and forth with that. And but what I thought was interesting was he says the massive revenue drop has caused him to, he's laying off a lot of people.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. What did he say? Hey, chill. It said, who's this? This is from the Wall Street Journal. Mr. Musk blamed what he called a massive drop in revenue on activist group pressuring advisor. advertisers. Sorry, activist groups pressuring advertisers. He said in tweets that Twitter hadn't changed the content moderation and had tried to address activist concerns. So with the content moderation thing, there was there's also something going on where basically it was like you just free will to say whatever you want to say, and the N word went up.
Oh, okay.
Tremendously. Like the hard ER went up.
Nice.
Tremendously. Like you just search it, like people would just
firing off,
acting like just comment. You know how you can quote retweet with just nothing for nothing, just because it wasn't like. But the funny thing is that it didn't even go into effect yet. So they just were tweeting how they normally would, you know. And
that's ridiculous.
Yeah. So, but it's just crazy how that shit went up. But yeah. What did he say? So Elon also said we've done our absolute best to appease them and nothing is working. He said at an investment conference in New York, this is a major concern. He said casting that ad pullback as an assault on free speech. So basically, advertisers are pulling their ads because he's trying to open this free speech on Twitter, right? So then that's causing a bunch of layoffs.
What are your thoughts on that? About having this space where you can basically say, well, it's supposed to be a space of free speech.
Yeah. Why does that have to be? Like, why, like, yeah, whatever. Free speech is free speech, but like that's the first thing you do. It is that's just what is wrong with everything already. It's just that open racism, you know. But like, why is that a thing? You know, why is the first thing you do? Like, oh shit, he opened up the floodgates. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, what? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I mean, no, it doesn't. But it's like, it kind of makes me think of, I don't know how to put it. Like, you finally get a chance to do so. You've been restricted of this thing for so long, and when you get one opportunity, it just the gates flood.
Right. It was just insane, man.
What's wrong with y'all, man?
It's insane.
Not our audience. We love y'all, but just like people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't. That don't make no sense to me.
No.
Okay. Elon, you gotta fix that. You gotta fix that soon. I still want the Tesla, but you gotta fix that, man.
It's crazy.
Okay, so
also, speaking of layoffs, so I got a friend that works for Lyft. I'm not driving. She is in the corporate part of Lyft, and she posted on her IG story yesterday that there are like 700 employees got laid off from Lyft.
Why?
Okay. On Thursday, nearly 13% of staff, she said, Lyft would lay off 13% of its staff, nearly 700 employees as it rethinks staffing amid rising inflation and fears of looming recession.
I was just thinking that, yeah.
So it said, we worked hard to bring down the costs this summer. We slowed froze hiring, cut spending, and paused less critical initiatives. Still, Lyft has become leaner, which requires us to part with incredible team members. And so one of my friends, thankfully she wasn't a part of that layoff, but she just kind of reached out because she's in a good network for recruiters. So she just kind of posted hey, if you're looking, I can point you to someone, who could
help
try
you
to find something. So that was pretty dope.
That's really nice.
So yeah, shout out to Danielle for posting that. But that's crazy, man.
That shit is wild.
Just in the fear of a recession. Do you think we're still in a recession?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely. And
inflation continues to go up.
Yeah, we just talked about inflation the other day. Hey, Twan, close your door, bro. We just talked about that the other day.
This shit is wild, and it's just. This is a very interesting time.
Yeah.
A very interesting time. Like, rates have never been so high.
Yeah.
And people are losing jobs left and right. I think that's the part that's wild to me. Man, all right. Tough news.
Yeah.
Tough news. On a different note, by the time y'all hear this, a decision will already be made, but voting for governor in Minnesota will be taking place, and chances are everywhere else. But I hope y'all voted. This one is very important. Y'all vote for whoever you want, but hopefully it's not for the person that is trying to get rid of abortion. So that's all I'm gonna say there. Outside of that, Black Panther 2 will be released November 11th, so y'all make sure y'all go check that out. I think that's gonna be a wonderful movie. We will be giving a review when we see it. So.
Absolutely.
And again, by the time you hear this, it'll already be passed, but hopefully y'all do this. Daylight savings. Hey, we talked about this last time. Is this the last daylight savings?
I have no idea, but we did talk about this.
Because
It's this weekend, right?
it's today.
Oh, okay.
Well, technically it's tomorrow. Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
I meant Sunday, really, but yeah.
So y'all make sure that you set your clocks back. We get that extra hour of sleep. And I cannot confirm this, but I'm pretty sure that this is supposedly supposed to be the last time we do this. Because after this, I think it's this, then spring, and then we're not going to change our clocks anymore. Like, we don't. Don't quote me on that. Y'all fact check me more than anything. Other than that, that's it. That's all I got.
I guess the last bit of news is so you know we talked about the whole Kanye thing, and then like probably like that same week or a week after, Kyrie Irving is in a bit he's in a bit of some turmoil, I'll say. So like a week ago he posted, there was like I think it was like a movie on Amazon or something like that, or it was just like, I guess it's an anti-Semitic movie.
What was the movie?
I'll put it in. I have to.
I'm curious, but
yeah, but they were. So he just he posted it. GG. And it then like a reporter like came at him like was trying to ask like why was he promoting it, but he's like, but his stance was like, how was I promoting it? You know what I mean? Like, so like what, like, is there a difference between that? You know, like posting is posting something promoting it. Like you can post something and not agree with it, but is it still technically promoting it?
That's an interesting question. Thoughts on that?
I'm asking you.
Oh, you asking me?
Yeah.
Sure.
Like, I'm just asking you, would you consider that him promoting that movie?
Directly, no.
But indirectly?
Kind of.
I'd agree.
Yeah.
I'd agree. So, with all that said, so he didn't apologize, but I guess now the Nets suspended him for a minimum of 5 games.
God.
So then he had to like come out and apologize, but I still think he wasn't really, you know, like he wasn't really apologetic in a sense. He said like he didn't mean to cause any harm. I'm not the one that made the documentary, right? Like he just posted it. And then when he was asked like specific points in the film he did not agree with, he responded like super vague. Like some of the criticism of the Jewish faith and of the community for sure. Some points were made in there that were unfortunate, right? So then with all that being said, then right after that, Nike, he loses his endorsement deal with Nike.
No.
Yeah. So So Nike announced Friday that they will halt this relationship with Kyrie since he's been suspended. The next meeting was Thursday, so then Nike put out a statement. Nike believe there is no place for hate speech, and we condemn any form of anti-Semitism. The Beaverton, Oregon-based company said to that end, we've made a decision to suspend our relationship with Kyrie Irving effective immediately, and will no longer launch the Kyrie 8s, which were supposed to come out like this month.
Read that.
So this is the film. You got the name of it?
It's in there.
Oh, so the 2018 film. Oh yeah, yes, Hebrews to Negroes, Wake Up Black America, and based on the 2014 book of the same name, claims that Jewish people dominated the slave trade and that the Holocaust never happened. So that was the documentary he posted.
Very interesting.
Yeah, people had a lot of opinions. Like Shaq and Charles Barkley kind of came at him very aggressively. I just saw something today that like they asked LeBron something in the press conference, and it sounded like he kind of threw Kyrie under the bus.
Really?
Yeah, which I wish he would have just stayed out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But it from that clip I saw, it definitely sounded like he threw him under the bus.
You could feel it.
Yeah, and I can post it. But
man, that's tough.
Yeah. So Kyrie's going through it. So
actually, I just saw a headline not too long ago that Amazon pulled the movie.
Yeah. I just saw that too, actually.
Shit, wild.
Very wild. Very wild. I don't know. Like, I at this like moment right now, I don't have an opinion because it's kind of like I'm still kind of processing. You know, like it's just I don't know, because throughout like the last few years of what all has been like happening, we've all been through, it's like nothing has been to this point, you know, where like you lose it. Like Kanye lost billions of dollars, you know what I mean? Like Kyrie lost, you know, millions of dollars with Nike and all that, and it's like I still go to what last week gonna say was like when it comes to like, it's not that the penalty is not the same for when it's something against like black people.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like to me. And I'm not saying what they posting or saying is right, but I'm not saying this. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know what the, you know, it's just weird. That's just weird to me. Like, you know, interviews getting pulled, shit's getting pulled off of media and internet streams when it's about when it's this, but it's been, we had a whole year. It's been riots. It's been, you know what I mean, of shit like that. And then when it's like harmful to black people, it's just like a little slap on the wrist. You know what I mean? And it's, why is it the same? Why is it that same energy, you know, kept with all situations?
I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that episode, because I don't think we really touched on that. I don't think we really had that conversation.
I just mentioned it, but we didn't. I'm saying right now, like, why? You know, that's where you're at. That's where I'm at with it. That's where I lost connection with it. You know, I just don't understand that part. But you know, it's tough.
We'll table that one. We'll table that one for another day. I have opinions, 100%, but
yeah, like my thoughts are just kind of all over.
Yeah, hold off on that one, because that's a very serious conversation.
Yeah,
that one gotta let that one marinate for a little bit, for sure. No, that's really tough. Kyrie, you hang in there.
Yeah.
And Mr. West, you as well.
Yeah.
You should stay away from the media for a while.
Yeah.
But y'all hang in there. Man, that's tough.
It's a lot, especially and just for Kyrie, especially coming off of what he just when he just dealt with the with all the with the vaccine stuff. You know what I mean? Like he was out. He lost a lot of money from that. You know, as well. So, gee, get down. But yeah.
Some tough news. Fuck.
It was some news. That was like real news today. Like fuck.
That is not news to me. That's news.
Yeah.
God damn. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
There's I don't know. We are done with the news, but one thing that I am interested in is like, all right. So this documentary that was made in 2014, that was released. I don't know how long it's been on Amazon, but I find it interesting that
it was 2018, but it was something from something from 2014. Like it referenced something from 2014.
Okay. Thank you for clearing that up. But either way, it was on Amazon, so it had to be on there for a minute.
Yeah. Right.
You get where I'm going? Yeah.
So and it's like the NBA. You know what I mean? Why it feels like the NBA is picking and choosing what it wants to be mad about, you know, or what it wants to take serious, or, you know.
Yeah.
Well, so I don't know if it's Adam Silver. I don't know, if, you know, but that's kind of weird, also.
I'd say money is very much
money.
involved.
Money is the root of all. Money is the root of all.
Very involved in this. But again, gonna table that. Wait for another day, another episode, y'all. Y'all stay tuned.
Yeah.
Outside of that, let's get into some topics. Let's get into some shit.
Before we get into some topics, the last thing, just shout out. It is November 5th, like you said. In November is National Men's Health Awareness Month. So
that is not what I thought you were gonna say, but I'm glad that you said that.
Yeah, man. So you know. Shout out to that, man.
Shout out to the men.
All right, what you got, man?
Y'all go to the doctor. You check out your prostate and everything. Get that shit checked out. Real men do that. Shit, I was at the doctor's last week. What's the first topic?
First topic is hockey.
Oh. Okay, listen.
I'm very curious.
There's really no reference to this. This has nothing to do with nothing.
Okay.
I was just thinking about, you've seen Kings of Comedy, right? I don't know how this got into my head, but I thought about Cedric the Entertainer and how he made the joke about black people in sports, and how he was talking about niggas is not really fucking with hockey. And for some reason I started to think, yeah, but why? Especially now, fast forward to 2022, we're in all types of shit. Why don't we see more brothers in hockey? Especially when you talk about scrapping.
I just don't think black people like skating on ice. Like, give me 4 wheels.
This is so hard.
4 wheels, and I'll be all over that. But you want me to skate on ice? Actually, I can't ice skate, but.
So you can't. Okay, look.
But I'm not like, I like to swim too. Black people don't like to swim like that.
What's up with that?
I don't know.
I can swim.
It's hella jokes. It's millions of jokes for that. For black people in swimming pools. It is. They just shit. They just don't like to.
I just want. But I want to know.
Well, I would say this. I would say.
What is your opinion? That's it.
On this, like, more serious, like,
on
a more serious take. It's the environment. It's the environment.
Okay.
Like, I can learn how to play basketball, football for free anywhere. Baseball for free anywhere.
Sure.
You know how much money it is for youth hockey? Like,
must be a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Like, you got juniors, you got like the travel, just the equipment, like all that. Like, you can find a ball, you can go, you know what I mean? So, and if you're not in that environment, like a dominant, like, suburbs, you definitely, that's probably what they do out there. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But, and that's just my take on it. It's just like how you grow up. And,
yeah,
you know, if I was Bro, I was like, when I grew up in I grew up in a predominantly black, but then we had to move somewhere for a little bit, which was like more suburb white.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't really know how to take, but then I started like skateboarding and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have did that where I was at the crib, and I tried, and then, you know, then when we moved back,
It's different.
I got looked at weird for knowing how to skateboard, so I stopped skateboarding.
Like,
you know what I mean?
What the fuck is you doing? Yeah.
So I like stopped doing that shit, you know? So it's just, it's your environment, dog.
I find that funny. Also, never mind, because we're gonna get there. We'll circle back, but very well said. That makes a lot of sense. I don't know. I just think even here in Minnesota and the brothers in Canada, it's like y'all already experienced cold. You know what it's like, so you can go out there. You can even scrap.
What would be what? So what do you think? Why do you think that is?
Why we don't?
Yeah.
I would agree with you on a lot of points. Those would be big ones.
Mm-hmm.
I think another one is there isn't enough, I don't know, appeal, because obviously it's a predominantly white sort of not game sport. There we go. Yeah, but if you got a certain amount in there, I think there would be a shift. You know, we like tennis is one thing, even golf now. Brothers is golfing.
Yeah.
Like we're into it.
That's one thing I do wish I would have done growing up.
Golf?
My cousins did. Their father used to take them and make them do it, and they just fucking good at it. And I just one thing I was never interested in.
Yeah.
But now, like as an adult, I wish I did it more because it's hard, dude.
What is? Hard. I'm kind of curious because I know you be in it. What is the appeal of golf to you?
To me, it's mental. It's like it's just you versus you, really. You know what I mean? And it's kind of one of those sports where you can just be out and not a care, bro. You don't have to, you just kind of competing with yourself. It's like, all right, I just want to do better than I did before. It's like it's real. It's a lot of like thinking for me, because if you overthink, that's when you slicing shit or you fucking shit up. But when you got it going, it feels good, man. Cause I golf with everybody I golf with is hands down better than me, and so it just kind of makes me want to be better the next time. I'll go out on my own and go to the range, drive the range, and practice. Like I want to get lessons. I did. I wasted. Yeah, I should have done it this fall, but now it's kind of too late for that. But I definitely will be doing that. Like it's like relaxing. Honestly, if you're playing terrible, then it's not relaxing. Like you're frustrated, but other than that, it's cool, man. It's hella chill.
Is Topgolf open?
Yeah.
All season?
Yeah. They got heaters and shit. And yeah.
All right. Should definitely go check that out. Keep that in mind. But yeah, like people are in golf, we're in tennis, we're in football, basketball, we're in all types of shit. Even fucking NASCAR. What's the
Bubba?
Yeah, Bubba Wallace, right? That's the name. And I saw him in the news not too long ago. He got into a squabble.
He about to beat somebody's ass. I saw.
That man was hot. He was hot.
Yeah.
For those of y'all who don't know, there's an a black man in NASCAR. He is a driver. His name is Bubba Wallace. He almost got into an altercation. I think it was that there was another driver like cut him off.
Yeah, something like that.
And he was not having it. He got out and almost beat that dude's ass.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying. Like I think hockey should be considered another sport to look into, even though I've never played that bitch in my entire life.
I mean, I've played like floor hockey and shit, but not.
That's like gym.
Yeah, it was a gym.
Exactly.
It was a gym.
That's all. Again, like not a serious thought, nothing to do with anything. It's just some random shit. Gigi, you better not knock over this camera.
Stay away from over here.
But that's it.
Hey.
Yep. Good job. Next topic.
That was a very random topic. It was very funny.
I couldn't let it go, so I was like,
hey,
this needs to be said.
That's what we just talking on here. Why not talk about it?
The next one, this one is a little more serious.
Yeah.
You know, accepting truths for oneself.
Mm-hmm.
Over time, you know, I know we've been talking about how busy we are and everything that we got going on, and just changes in life, right?
Yeah.
As time has gone on, one thing that's been happening with me is, hold on.
She like dribbling fucking like literally.
Sorry, Gigi going wild right now with a tennis ball.
Other tennis ball.
All right. The thing that's been happening with me is I've started to recognize certain things about myself,
Mm-hmm.
and I have to like accept them.
Yeah.
In the meantime, if y'all have not checked out the YouTube channel, by all means, please go do that. They're wonderful videos. You can see our wonderful faces. I would plug more, but we'll leave that to my man E for later.
Be a lot of cuts.
A lot of cuts.
A lot of edits on this one.
For sure. But but yeah, that's pretty much it. Just really, really dialing in and learning about yourself more.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't say coming to terms with things, but just more like if you want to grow, there are certain things you just gotta like acknowledge.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how it's kind of been for me. Some things have been good, some things have been like, man, that's pretty tough.
As far as like what?
Well, for starters, I've come to accept that I 100%, like I have a type, right? At first I didn't think I did, but now in my older years, I'm coming to realize like, oh, I very much have a type of woman that I'm interested in.
Mm.
Like, for sure.
Yeah.
And I am a big fan of thick, thick and curvy, for sure. I'm saying it on the pod because I can't deny that shit. Yeah, I can't deny that shit. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. I agree.
Niggas be saying like, "Oh, I like me a curvy girl." No, you don't. No, you don't know what that love means. You don't know what that love means. This is fun, but I'm very serious. I'm dead ass.
You be out here tapping in these streets or what, man? They don't know?
They don't know. You niggas, it's not real. Man, I like me a thick girl. Do you?
Right.
Do you know what that means?
Oh man, heard you.
You ever walk over the bridge for a cheesecake, nigga?
Heard you.
I'm being very serious. That's part of it. And then I ain't gonna say nothing else about the type that I'm attracted to because I don't want y'all to go nowhere.
Nah, bro.
But that's as far as that one goes.
Yeah. Just leave it there.
But no, I'm being very serious. And then another part of it is like how we talked about, again, just recognizing certain things. I'm tired. I mean, I'm exhausted, but I feel like I got gas in the tank. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? And I'm realizing it's like, well, you're doing a lot of things, just like you talked about it.
Yeah.
Talking about goals, right?
Yeah.
And focusing on that. It's like, okay, you're doing all of these things, but are you doing the right things?
Mm-hmm.
Or if you are doing the right things, what adjustments do you need to make?
Yeah.
So that you really get closer to your goals. So there are things like that I'm learning about. It's like, okay, maybe I'm doing a lot, but some things need to be tweaked. So shit like that.
Yeah, that's dope. Oh, that's dope, man.
Yeah.
That's super dope.
What about you? Do you have anything like that? Not at the moment, but have you ever experienced, I guess, moments of acceptance?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah. It's been like, man, it's all types of situations, dude. Like,
Oh, fucking up in school. That's another one.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. So for me, that was the main one. But I almost, so I accepted failure. You know, I accepted failure.
Yeah.
Like, all right, well, I'm not good enough to do this. So I just folded to it and accepted failure, which wasn't my truth. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like,
that's the opposite. Yeah.
So I just just tried to take the easy way out and like fuck it, I just won't do this, knowing this is what I need to do. So yeah, I accepted it, but it wasn't my truth. So I had to figure that out. I was like, all right, bro, like what are you gonna do if this don't work out? And I couldn't see a scenario working for me. So I had to get my shit together, and I'm where I'm at now, you know?
Sure.
So that was kind of that situation. Then there's others, like accepting my truth, as in like, shit, even with like, I could say with women, you know what I mean? It's like, when people ask me stuff and I'm just like, well, I'm just chilling. Like, oh, why aren't you?
Yeah, you're mad casual with that.
Yeah. And it's kind of just like, I come to terms with like, maybe I act like this is what I want, but maybe I really don't, or I try to put it off on something else. Oh, I'm too busy, or and it's just me, and I've kind of accepted that, as of late, which is like.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
When you do a podcast weekly, you tend to talk more and figure shit out a little bit. Just talking helps.
Y'all remember that?
So so I'm starting to figure shit out about myself, and that would be another thing. It's kind of, it could be something considered. I think Omar actually said this to me. Bitch ass. He said.
Yeah, I was about to say, fuck this thing.
He said, it's like I be self-sabotaging myself sometimes, and I totally agree with that.
In what ways?
Well, just like I said with the school shit.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
That's what we were talking about. So,
got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not with women though.
I was about to say.
I'm still me, Still E. No.
I was gonna say the text message you sent me.
What did I say?
I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say.
I was just talking to myself like, damn, what did I say? But yeah.
I'm not gonna say it here.
No.
He didn't say anything derogatory towards women, y'all. That's
never. Absolutely.
That's not my man.
No.
Don't ever get it twisted.
But
it's just funny what he said.
We don't get down like that. But yeah, man. So that's kind of where I'm at with it.
I respect it. That's good. It's funny that you even bring that up. Just talking about school.
Yeah.
Because that's not so much school, but like the thought of failure, right? That's typically that's the usual pitfall that people get into.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I guess I am this, or it's like, oh, I'm not good enough. I suck at this.
Yeah. That's usually the what do you call it when you just resort right back to it? Is that it?
Coping. Like defense mechanism?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that's your normal.
Yeah. And and that's not okay.
No.
That's what we gotta get out of. We gotta like stop doing that,
It's really fucking hard. It's really hard.
Yeah.
But I've had this conversation multiple times now with people. The brain cannot differentiate what is right for you and what is wrong. More than anything, is just trying to survive.
Yeah.
Like if you're in a state that is uncomfortable, like you have anxiety or whatever, it's like, oh, this does not feel good. What do we need to do to make this go away? Do we need to eat? Do we need to smoke? Do we need to just run away?
Yeah.
Somebody on the outside can look at these situations, or excuse me, can look at these ideas and be like, yo, those aren't the things you should do. But it doesn't matter to that person because they're feeling something they don't want to feel.
Yeah.
And they're just trying to numb out, basically. So, tough situations.
Yeah.
So, yeah, thank you for sharing your truths.
Yeah.
So, now, this next topic.
Yeah.
What's this about?
I saw a dope video. It was like this dude was just talking. He was talking about how we can't let certain situations change who we are.
Let what you're going through change you. So what if you win the fight, but you lose yourself? They got you to stoop to a level of petty you've never been. They got you to stoop to a level of anger you've never been. They got you to stoop to a level of sorrow you've never been in. They got you to stoop to a level of wrath you've never been in. You became vindictive. You became angry. You became petty, and you lost. Because you lost you. You were better than that. You grew beyond that. You had changed who it was that you used to be. And now you let this person or this group or these people pull out a version of you crucified a long time ago. And I'm trying to encourage you, no matter who it is and what they've done. I know it's hard sometimes, but no matter who it is and what they've done, you are worth more than that. You are worth more than the version of the story they are trying to tell. You are worth more than the rumor they spread about you. You are worth more than allowing them to pull you down into petty rivalry. Nehemiah said, I'm doing a great work and I can't come down. And I encourage you to give this word to whoever's trying to pull you into their sorrow by trying to get misery for company of their misery. Give them the word of the prophet Nehemiah. I'm doing a good work. God is doing something to me. And please hear me. Understand me when I say this. I can't come down.
And that kind of it stood out to me because it's like when shit isn't going well for us, why do we do that? Like we do let it change who we are. And like, say I'm more I'm more of the upbeat, helpful, whatever, but then when I be going through shit, don't fucking talk to me. I'm not the friend that I usually am. Yeah. And it just throws everything off, and it's like, why, I guess it's just because it's emotions, we going off emotion and all that, but it's like, we do have to try to find that balance where it's like, yeah, you're going through shit, but you still, you gotta be who you are still, you can't let that situation just break you down or beat you up, even though it's easier said than done, but it's just like, how can I be my same genuine self even when I go through bullshit, how can I balance that?
That's a very good question. And a tough one.
Yeah. Because we done all been through some shit, And it's just like, how were you when you were going through that? How did it affect who you are?
Two things there. One, I get where you're coming from. 100%. I've said this so many times, but I feel like a lot of people in the world just as they don't have the opportunity to like sit with themselves,
Yeah.
I don't think they even have that moment of like, oh, these are my qualities.
Mm.
This is what makes me me.
Yeah.
So if something in the external world affects them,
Yeah.
their internal is off.
It's all off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like they've taken what is out here in the world and they've accepted it. So now it's like, oh, well, if that was said, then it must be real. It's like, no, not at all. You might be going through something.
Yeah.
You might be having a tough time, but that doesn't mean you as a person, like, you completely change.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then just as we talk about anxiety, I mean, that's where depression comes in, or that's how depression can form in this sense.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, true. Very true. Very true.
2, I am very guilty of this. And I did not realize this until I was a full-fledged adult. Mm. Since I was, I would say, like I definitely go through SAD, seasonal affective disorder. Like I definitely experience that. Winter comes, it's tough for me.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize that as a teenager. And then in my early 20s, I noticed that what I started to do was I just duck out.
Yeah.
I wouldn't talk to anybody. And there was a pattern that happened, which is going back to accepting, right? Accepting truth. Anytime that I was involved with a girl, which seemed like all the time, and things didn't work out, it's wintertime, you're not gonna hear from me.
Yeah.
You're not gonna hear from me for a good season. I don't wanna talk to nobody. I don't wanna hear from anybody. I wanna just sit and, it's not even be sad, but it's like, understand, like, what the fuck happened? What's going on? Won't get out of bed or anything like that. Because you're just accepting a moment. You all caught up in it. But just as I talk about somebody not knowing themselves, like I didn't know me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, I can be a fun, happy person, but I didn't know that. Yeah. I didn't know those were characters.
Right. And when I say this, I'm not like, I don't mean like you aren't allowed to have emotions. You know, like you are allowed to feel how you feel. Yeah. But like, I guess not. Like I said, it shouldn't just change who you are wholeheartedly. You know.
Sure. At least not in a way that's like negative. Yeah. It should be something that's beneficial, that moves you forward, right?
Facts.
Micah and I, we've had this conversation. We've even had it on the pod before. But something that's been said is, you know, when you have a season, when you're going through a season, right, when shit is just tough and you don't necessarily feel like you. Yeah. Maybe there's some shit that you really need to figure out. Like, that's when you need to focus up. Yeah. Sort some things out. But don't think you have to do it alone. Maybe you need to stop going out so much. Maybe you need to stop drinking, whatever. But maybe if you have a collective of friends, like it's 20, but you really have deep conversations with like 5, stay in contact with the 5 while you're going through this shit. Yeah. Like, don't just cut off everybody. Stay connected to. We talk about that.
Definitely, yeah.
But like, really, really connect with your people and be like, listen, this is what's going on with me. Right. And then as you just going through your shit, you're still talking to people like, hey, this is what's up. So I think that's the one thing that really helps people continue to be them and then figure out their shit. Yeah. My 2 cents anyways. So
I like it. Yeah. I like it. Should we call?
Yeah. That definitely sounds good.
What you got for last call, man?
You niggas don't know what it means to love a thick curvy woman. You niggas have no clue. You don't know what that type of love is.
I hear you, dog.
No. Honestly, I would say, if you're going through something, if you feel like something is deeply affecting you, or you're about to go into a season like where shit is tough, no, you're not alone, and above all else, be okay with accepting some truths.
Yeah.
Because not all of them are bad. They don't have to be.
Mm-hmm.
Just give yourself that space to accept some truths. That's what I got. What do you got for the people?
Oh man. I don't know. I definitely agree with you. Just kind of like, I like how, we talked about that, accepting your truths, and, just kind of tie in what we stand on, what we preach about, and what we're working on. You know what I mean? Like, you don't got to figure it out, That's why we sitting here talking about it, trying to figure shit out, and that's okay. It's okay to figure it out, but I would say just take action, Take action, just whatever, however you're feeling, whatever you want to do, like figure, just on some positive shit, however you want to better yourself, stop planning on it and do it, don't stop making a plan and just do it, you gotta take action and do it. Yeah.
Wise words, sir. Wise words.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Okay. Can you bring us home, sir?
Yeah, man. So there you have it. Another. This was a good episode, man.
Yeah.
This was a good episode. I like we bounced back.
Yeah.
Bounced back. There's a lot of technical difficulties on this one, and my dog went crazy today. But
we've had worse.
I hope y'all enjoy. Definitely. So I hope y'all enjoyed today's episode. This is episode 82.
Yep.
Episode 82 of the Symposium podcast. You can find us on all social media. Look us up, Symposium Podcast, the real one. So, yeah, man, we will get better at putting more clips up, better at putting more posts. I do want to challenge you guys as listeners. Comment under this when we post this on Tuesday. Comment and let us know what y'all want to hear from us. What kind of topics y'all want to hear?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Or any post. Just comment. Let us know what y'all want to hear from the guys, man. And we'll try to get to it.
For sure.
But thank you all for joining us for another great episode. I'm Rose Gold. That's E. Wright. Episode 82 of Symposium Podcast. We out.